Welcome back to the Here's the Deal channel. I got a question for you. What is worse than a police department violating your rights, trampling the Constitution, and extorting the time and laboring energies that you work so hard to accumulate? It's a police department who's been beefed up on military-grade weaponry, machinery, and equipment that was specifically designed for the battlefield. And that's exactly what Trump is planning to do if he becomes president again. I caught this. This was a rally that he had in New Hampshire, and this was the final question, and listen very carefully to his answer.
Yes, ma'am.
President Trump, I believe most Americans can agree that the radical left's defund the police movement was destructive to our police force.
It's still going on, too, by the way.
Notice that's just assigned to the radical left. It's not if you're rational, logical, reasonable, and you want to carve out some freedom for yourself. You're a radical leftist if you want to defund a terrorist organization.
Absolutely. When you are president, what will be done to correct the getting our police up to par with proper training, with proper numbers, and get them back on track?
So you're talking to the right person. We are taking care of our police. When I was in office, we had billions of dollars worth of Army equipment, Marine equipment, naval equipment, billions in storage rooms all over the United States. And Obama didn't want to get it out because he said it looked too tough. It didn't look good to give it. I said...
And this is like the false dichotomy. It's like Obama wouldn't provide cops on the street with military-grade weaponry, but I will. So there's that left versus, Obama didn't do it? That must be a bad decision. No, it's actually a good decision not to load down your local police department with MRAP so they can crash through your living room when you're trying to watch a movie with your family.
Immediately get it out. I gave billions and billions of dollars. You know what I'm talking about. All of this ex-military equipment. It was incredible. And for safety.
Yeah, because civil asset forfeiture isn't enough. It's not enough for them to apprehend the valuables and assets of the citizen class of people so they can run roughshod over us. We need to give them military equipment. Billions of dollars of military equipment, military vehicles, military weapons.
Including trucks that were armor-plated. I gave it all to the police. We got it out. It was sitting there drawing dust, but very valuable stuff.
Think of those 2 armored vehicles that Brookside, Alabama owns when they increased the coffers of their local community by like 620% or something like that by giving all these tickets.
We took care of our police. We are going to take care of our police, and we're going to make sure that we support our police, because our police can solve the problems of our cities instantaneously if you let them do their job. And we love our police, and we love our firemen and everybody else that does. But we have...
That is called applauding for the chains of your own oppression. We literally have standing armies on American soil that our fathers warned us against. That's why I put up this latest meme. Military vehicles, military training, military weapons, military tactics. You don't support the police. You support the standing army the founding fathers warned us about. And here's Trump coming on the scene to tell you he's going to give additional billions of dollars worth of military equipment to police in our streets on American soil for safety. And that harkens back to Benjamin Franklin. If you give up a little essential liberty for politically promised security, and that's what he's promising you. He's promising you billions of dollars of military grade weaponry as security. And all you got to do is give up a little bit of your freedom, a little bit of your liberty. And if you give up liberty for security, you deserve neither.
To support them, and we can't have them be afraid that if they use one wrong word, their life is ruined. We can't let that happen.
And what's that speaking to? We got to have the officers maintain qualified immunity. We have to have those 900,000 foot soldiers all scattered all throughout America. We have to have them maintain qualified immunity, because if we don't maintain qualified immunity, then we're going to descend into chaos and disorder.
And one other thing, they do an incredible job. And you have bad apples. Every once in a while, something happens. It shouldn't happen. And we have to understand things like that can happen.
The bad apple argument. This is the bad apple argument. There's just a few bad apples. Guys, there's only a couple kinds of cops. Number one, the cop who sees all the criminal action going on right in front of him in his department, and he blows the whistle. Now he's no longer a cop. So he's out of the way. And then you have the cops that see the other cops, the cops committing the criminal activity. That's another kind of cop. And then you have the cops remaining silent about the criminal activity they see, which makes them bad cop also. So my question to you, are there good cops? And if the answer is no, there aren't good cops, this isn't a situation where you just have a few bad apples ruining everything else in the department or giving the entire department a bad name. As we saw from the Knapp Commission in the 70s and the Mullen Commission in 1994 that examined the New York Police Department and the corruption, the systemic corruption in the New York City Police Department, they couldn't find good cops. The entire thing from top to bottom needed to be scrapped, and it hasn't been scrapped. It's only gotten worse. So when you got this few bad apples argument, it's a bogus argument.
Have to support our police. These are great American patriots. They used to do a job. Now they're not allowed to do the job. We have to allow, especially in our cities that are rotting and decaying, we have to let our police back. We have to let them do the job that only they can do. They're fantastic.
What if part of the reason your cities are rotting and decaying is because we have corrupt police officers who are bribing people, threatening people, damaging people's property and not paying for it, extorting people? What if the decay and degradation in cities all across the nation is partly because we have police departments out there and members in police departments who are out there doing evil instead of doing good, who are not serving and protecting, but are harassing and collecting? What if that's one of the major reasons for the degradation in our cities?
Fantastic people, and we are with them, and we're going to help fund them. We're not defunding, we're going to fund our police. Thank you. Great question. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
we're going to fund them even more, and we're going to equip them even more. And what are we going to give them? We're going to give them military-grade weaponry, equipment, and training so that they can serve and protect the crud out of you even more. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com, and I will see you in the next video.